What's up, Hulahans? It's a big day in Maui news, but
Yep.
first off, look at that Christmas aloha shirt that Johnny's rocking. Christmas tree in the background. You are full on Mele
Just
Kalikimaka.
in the season, Danny.
All about it.
Yep. Santa sent me waves today, so super grateful. Probably one of the most exhausting weekends I've ever spent at church, dude. And I felt like I spent the entire weekend literally doing church stuff because I did. Had meetings all day yesterday in Oahu, bro. Like literally on the road at 6 a.m. and pulled back home at 6:45.
I don't know. You didn't even open your new toys and get them set up.
I need you to send me a video to help me set that
Johnny got a
up.
microphone.
Yep, I got the full setup for Christmas, but Johnny
Yeah.
doesn't know how to set up this stuff, so Danny has to help.
Let's put the boy to work. He's back home from
Yep,
college. So, well,
yep,
with that, Johnny, there's some big news on The Rock. We
there
just
is.
heard it. Bill 9,
It is
second
passed.
reading,
Five
passed
three.
5-3. What happens next?
So now they send it to the mayor. I think you mentioned that he has like 10 days to sign off on it. It becomes law. And then now the lawsuits will begin immediately. That's going to be interesting to watch, right? Because it's
Yes.
like, so if you have a lawsuit and you're trying to sell your condo, then you really can't without having some funky financing, right? Because active litigation messes up
Oh,
financing.
some
Banks
title
find that
issues.
risky. Yep. But I'm like, does that mess up the whole complex? Right?
Or
Because
just individual
if
unit.
there's right, because if there's active litigation within the complex, then we know it affects the entire complex. But now it's going to be case by case. And I guess we could kind of reflect on Pohailani, although I don't know, because Pohailani had a cease and desist letter that they were given in 2020, and
Yep.
then some owners are suing, so they're still actively vacation renting while they have their lawsuit. But I think stuff's still financeable there at Pohailani. So maybe it's more of an individual basis.
It'll be interesting too. I mean, do you think it's really just individual owners, or are they going to kind of come up with a class action suit per complex, or
That's
like
what
the
happens.
the rental association? I gotta imagine it's bigger than just one or
Well, the
two units here and
tort
there.
attorneys come sniffing, right? Because the more people that get involved, that's why, we were watching that happen with the Lahaina fire lawsuits, is that they were
Yep.
encouraging everybody to become part of it. Even if you
Yeah.
didn't lose anything, the fire, maybe it affected your income slightly. They wanted everybody to jump in.
And that's still
So
ongoing.
it is.
That
And,
hasn't settled yet.
Judge Cahill said that he wanted money in these people's hands before the end of the year.
We'll see about that.
The wheels of justice spin slowly, Danny. And then
Slowly.
an annoying negotiation this past week. I'm going to share with you. I mean, it just shows that there are definitely sellers on Maui that list their stuff, but they are not quote unquote motivated, right? They have a
Yes.
line. They're like, I'm not going to sell for this. They're not afraid. They're carrying the note still as well. I was a little I was a little confounded. I thought I was going to win that deal.
Yeah. Moved away. The people
Yeah.
lived in the unit, moved away.
Right.
We don't know the whole story, but they're not
Yep.
living on Maui anymore. They probably have a monthly note for five
For
thousand
sure.
plus HOA plus tax. It's been sitting on the market how long now?
100 something
Almost,
days.
yeah. So
Yep.
3-4 months,
Yeah.
and multiple counter offers back and forth. They budged a couple $100s.
And meanwhile, stuff that's like better located, better, finished is selling list price well below what they came back at us at. But
Yes.
that's what we speak about, right? So there's a ton of listings out there, not necessarily a ton of motivated buyers.
Yes.
They're out there with some form of fear, but they have the ability to carry, but they would sell at this particular price.
They're okay just dinging $5,000 a month as long as they can get their price.
We've got a
And you see this quite a
well-heeled
lot
sealers.
actually. I mean, there's a few agents that I talk to, some of our colleagues from time to time in private message, and they say similar things. They're like, "Hey, I put out an offer today. I'm super excited. We're definitely going to get it." And then they come back like, seller didn't want to negotiate at all."
That's the thing that confounded me is like
Mm,
I got feedback from the agents that were like, no, our guy wanted to literally reject. We had to
yeah.
convince them to send you this particular counter. So
And
that's interesting times,
we
man.
were the first and only offer they've received in months on market.
It's all about views, right?
Yeah.
Like And views do have a ton of value when they're not necessarily like in the vacation condo world. Views have more value on Maui than residential ones. Prove me wrong.
Yes. True. True,
We
true,
don't
true.
really care about views as much as people that don't live here because we grew up with the views. And guess what? All I have to do is go here and the view is there. But
Yeah.
I get it,
And
man.
I think
If
you
I had it,
often see that. Yeah.
yeah, if I had the view, I'd be super stoked. But would I pay double the cost as another condo in the complex? I'm not that guy.
Nope. Nope.
I don't
So, I
even know
mean,
if I had the
this
money.
highlights, yeah, this just highlights the reality of the market and why we want to bring people behind the scenes and kind of show them what goes on. Because I think a lot of people will just assume that they can, if condo prices are falling like they have been, we say 20, 30%, depending on the area, then
Yeah.
everything's a deal, everything I can go in and negotiate, everything I can get exactly what I want. And the reality is, there's two sides, and sometimes they're showing motivation and showing the behavior, as we like to say, that they're willing to come down, and other times they're like, nope, either take it and leave it. And in a lot of those situations, we would advise our clients to leave it.
We have a listing that's doing the same thing, right? Like they
Yep.
want to sell, but they don't want to sell for less than X. And so that's what we are. We're on the market, right? But
We're
we're not
just chilling.
all agents do. Like great agents are advisors that are by your side talking you through what happens if we do this, and then
Yeah.
stands back and says, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? Yeah.
That's
Do
what we
you want
do.
to pay
It's
this? Do you
so it
want to
is.
wait?
Right.
Do you want to find something else? Let me know, right?
If
We're not
you're
here
a
to
smart
convince
agent,
you one way or the
no,
other. We'll
no.
advise you on our opinion and our thoughts, and ultimately, it's your decision.
One of the big portions of my fiduciary duty to all of my clients, whether they're buyers or sellers, is obedience.
There it is. Well,
Yep.
Johnny, so with
All right.
Bill 9, I mean, we
Yeah.
got that coming down, 10 days,
Yep.
mayor, yada yada, and then at some point, Exhibit
It,
2 is going to get talked about, which it
yeah.
sounds like everyone was in supportive, but they wanted to pass Bill 9 first without any extra
Without
fluff.
any amendments. That's right. That was
Yep.
important to them. So,
Yep.
Exhibit 2 is still a thing. And I think that it's one of the smarter things that's come out of the council, quite frankly.
Yes.
Because what I did not like, and I heard this directly, was, oh, we don't worry about those tax dollars that we're going to lose. We'll just find
Ooh.
alternative ways to get the taxes. At some
Hmm.
point, we start paying a lot of taxes because right now we pay no taxes if you are a primary resident here on Maui. Like
Low taxes.
literally, right, low
Yeah.
taxes. Like I'm
It's not
telling,
zero.
no, but it's like 11,000 for the condo compared to
Yep.
1,500 for the $1 million plus house, right?
Yes.
That's literally
Yes.
what it is. And
Yes.
this is something a lot of people don't realize. Here in Hawaii, our property tax dollars do not go to the school system. So on the
Mm.
mainland, when I was living in Arizona, people would say, John, I want to live in this particular school district. It was a way that you could funnel people to find a location that they want, which is probably the most important thing that we do, right?
Yeah.
Is reducing the amount of choices so you can make a choice.
Yes.
Not the case here in Hawaii. None of our property tax dollars go to the school system whatsoever. So it doesn't really matter where you live. If you want your kids to have a great education, study real hard, or they go to one of the private schools.
That's it.
Yep.
One or the other. One or
Yeah.
the other. So with that, let's jump into kind of what's happening on the hot list.
Let's go. So yeah, back to your point though, Danny. Exhibit 2 coming down the pipeline later on. I'd like to see those carve out to make it easy for those people just to become H3 and H4 hotel zoning, a new zoning altogether.
That's it. That's it. Let's go.
Ready, buddy.
Olawalu.
Let's go. My auntie keeps checking in with me because she lives in front of this.
What's
She's
she
always
thinking
like,
about it,
"Has it
or she just wants
sold?"
to figure out what's going on?
She mahaoe. That's what
Yeah.
means nosy in Hawaiian. Hard
Curious.
to make. Hard. I mean, so I'm sure that there's some money that's generated from this apartment
Yeah.
styled complex here.
About 11,000 a month, it said.
So there it is. So that's how they're trying to sell this beauty here because I mean it's in Oluwalu. It's in a great location. Quite frankly, this area is technically called Kapaiki. And I've mentioned it before. There was a time in the past where every single one of these houses, I was related to every person that was in them, my granny and grandpa
Mm.
included, right? And that's
Yep.
why we have a saying. My sister's name is Ike, and we would say Ike from Kapaike. Anyway, 0.36 acres. It's the 11,000, but man, your entry price is 2.4. I don't even know what my cap rate is on that.
It's like 4%, man.
Okay.
Not
So,
great.
yeah. And then, so this is an outlier home, right? So all the very expensive homes are up on the hills because they're actively developing up above this. Um, how do you make this go away when you buy it later on? We've talked
No
about
idea.
this, right? Sometimes when you
Yep.
get these compounds, they become so big, they become difficult to sell in the traditional sense because we're like, oh, that's four structures, that should be 4 million bucks. Nobody wants to buy it.
Nope. So
Moving
237
on.
days so far.
Yeah,
No action.
no. Haumana in Haiku, little 2 bedroom, 1 bath on 6 acres. So value is in the 6 acres. I got to imagine it's developable because all the zeros tell me that it has not been CPR'd. This is built in 74. Kind of vibey with the black ceiling there, huh?
It is. Yeah, it's kind of vibey.
Ah, I felt that, man.
Six
Okay.
acres. I mean, 129 days, nothing so far, but they wanted 1,000,005 out the gates.
Where is this in Haiku? Haumana
Let's
Road.
find out.
Let's see here. Are we dry coup or are we super wetlands coup? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what Door of Faith-ish out there by on your way to
yeah.
Hana. Yeah.
You're out there a ways, but not too far.
No.
Six
Hmm.
acres.
Yep.
You want solitude? They want
That
to
is
access
it.
some things. There you
Fortress of
go.
Solitude or build your own compound. Pi'ihana Road in Happy Valley. That's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, Danny, at 2,630 square feet for 895. And it's been rehabbed.
Little yard, little rehab,
Yep.
plenty parking. Why is it sitting for 100 days, Johnny?
It's Happy Valley, Danny.
Happy Valley, but
Yeah.
local family
I mean, that's a lot. Well, it looks like there's a bit of work to be
got
done too.
a
But they've
Tesla
got some
system.
stuff, man. There's some stuff there for sure.
Looks decent inside.
Walk to Takamiya's. Let's go.
Yeah, it's interesting, but under 900,000.
Yeah. Kaanapali Ali'i. So this one sits in the back a bit, but still, it's got that view.
Little view while you're doing dishes.
Yeah. Must have done something new today because it's still the same list price, still 3,000 bucks for maintenance fees.
90 days hasn't changed.
Corner unit. Alrighty.
Still sitting there.
Yep. Kaimakani.
I haven't seen one of these in a while, Johnny.
No, I haven't either, man. But now they're all
Months.
coming back in the millies. Oh no. Million
Yep.
one, milli one. Just because that one view one brought a little bit more.
Great residential complex.
It is.
Waikihei.
Yep. It would make for a great second home because they don't have a ton of storage.
Perfect second home.
Yeah, if I had to say something like, this is a nice second home. I mean, literally walk across the street to Sugar Beach, walk forever. It is a vibe. I like the comp. I
Community
like the way it
vibes.
looks. It's cute.
Pool.
Yeah, one of my favorite residential complexes in all of Kihei.
Nice landscaping. The whole jam.
Not a deal. Okay, Kilohana Ridge in Kihei. All righty, got my attention. We're headed down the driveway. 1,732 square feet. It's a location play, guys. Remember, Kilohana is the dividing road of Kihei to Wailea. I mean, it looks like a cute house. I'd have to see more pictures. Does it have some amenities like a pool? Because that seems like a lot for 1,732 square feet.
Sure is. 2.5.
Yep,
Ooh, but it's all about that neighborhood. That's what they
it
told me.
really is. It is.
Going off the geographic location.
Oh, look at this,
Oh,
Danny. A little Oluwalu
It's
action,
like a
man.
nice view, and it's actually a nice view because
It
that's
is.
property.
Dude, I remember we had the one that was down the street from this tied up for 7 million, dude.
Yeah.
That one had some funk though. You didn't
It
really
just
own
came
the
back on the
ocean
market,
front.
didn't it?
Yeah, I saw that hit.
For 8 million.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what is this one, Johnny? This, I mean, look at how close that is
There
to,
it is. Is this
wow,
Peter Martin's actual house? I
maybe.
wonder. I
I don't
wonder.
know. Looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Compound.
Yep.
Oh, so they're all set back a little. Is that all conservation land in the front there?
See, I don't know. I'd
Like
have to
that other
dig
one?
in. Yep. I'd have to look at the tax records because there's some big parcels that are direct ocean front that are available in there.
Yeah. I mean, ooh,
So,
look at that. That is
yeah,
so vibey.
it really is.
13.5 million, 3,500 square feet, 2 acres. Not
Walk
sure.
across the street to Leota's. Got a new fire department going in. You got the old general store where you can get yourself a proper red Hawaiian hot dog. And I'm telling you, red,
What do you think,
red.
Johnny? Is that 13 milli?
Finish wise, I mean, compared to what I've seen Marianne list up here in Kahana and stuff, we'll see.
We'll see. What is
I'm
that?
here.
What is
Yeah, what
this?
is that? Is that like a little
It's almost,
RV
yeah, it's like
garage or
an RV
something?
garage, but obviously not an RV.
Outdoor shower. Here's the thing, Danny. I am watching a lot of palatial oceanfront stuff get run through auction. That is
Mm,
like the new thing. And
yeah,
they're
that is
bringing like 3 milli. I saw somebody listed one where starting price is 3 million bucks, but it's the auction play, man. That speaks to how this market is affecting everybody.
that's it.
Yeah. Because there was a time where I was like, oh, the higher end stuff sticking with. Look at that. Right out the gates at 1.4, Danny.
1.4, got two big old
Nuts.
trees in your view.
Yeah, not seeing the 1718s that we did of past. They actually did remodel that kitchen. It's a second
Decent.
floor unit. Yeah, man. You got those
Big
beautiful
lanai.
ceilings. Yeah, man.
I feel a little dizzy in my picture organization. In and out, in
Yeah.
and out.
I'll just say it. Don't do carpet in Hawaii, guys.
That's a nice
Don't
view.
do it. It
Yeah.
is. Yep.
No
No
carpet in
Pacific pine.
Hawaii.
Don't do carpet in Hawaii. That's my suggestion. Nobody likes it.
Maui
Okay, meet and
Meadows.
koi. Meet and koi. That's a one bedroom, one bath, not CPR, so on half an acre. So the opportunity is to develop. There's a Scotia of a view there.
So this is your cottage, and you could build a main house. It seems like so many of them ended up like that, where there's a cottage but no main house, and now you're at 1,500,000 just to get in for the lot and the cottage, and then you're another million plus to build out your.
I'm going to say perceived market slightly aspirational on this because we've seen stuff sell for the 900 that was CPR. This isn't. So you get the whole kit and caboodle. There was a bit of a view. So that's my thoughts on that.
Same. Parkside.
Just coming in at, reducing to perceived market value now. Still that
Yeah, I mean,
carpet.
how crazy to come out at 500,000 when it
Why
is
would
a
you include that particular
complete
picture?
remodel.
Why would you have those pictures in there, Danny? I guess it's
Unless it's an
disclosure.
absolute deal, yeah.
It's disclosure, right? So here we go. You put one of the trophy units out, they go
13 days, 4.5 million,
4.5, and it's a ground
6,500 a
unit.
month, no problem.
It's a ground floor unit as well. But yeah, so make sense of it, Danny. You can't.
Disneyland. Nope.
You
Well,
just can't
a
make sense of
unique,
it.
it's a
That's what
unique.
still sells is some rarity, right? Kalamakai, they're at Kihei Cove, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 785, stuck to their guns. They got an offer.
Yeah, these workforce housing, they still seem to go.
They still move, don't they?
Yeah, that was such a good deal for people that got in at the 400,000.
It really, really was. Kaimana at Kealani. 910. Somebody used an FHA loan. God bless them.
There we go.
They did good on that one, dude.
They did really good.
Yep. Sprex. There we go. Another apartment style. How about you take 1,250,000 cash? Dunzo.
Done. I take it. They were willing to negotiate a little bit.
That's it. South Point. Okay, bro. Give
Jen
some
did good.
credence. Give some credence to keeping it the way it is. Somebody like that remodel, I guess, huh?
Jen held out on that one.
All righty,
Brought
tighty
it
whitey.
down. Brought his own
A
buyer.
little double dippy. I remember him telling the story when we were at the Christmas party thingy. Okay, Maui Sands. 190 cash for a 2 bedroom. That was this the one that Homeboy had for a while? Homeboy being Eric? No.
No. But there you go.
Yep.
2-1. This is an okay looking unit. I've seen some really nice ones in there.
Me
A
too.
quieter unit, but man, I remember one of our clients picked it up for about 174 in 2018-19. So, I mean, you're about back down to that price.
I mean, you're 3 grand in fees a month. When's this thing expire?
37.
So I own it for 12 years. And then this is the one that's not an exhibit two, is my understanding as well.
Yeah.
All right. Maui Kamaole, 1 bedroom, 2 baths, 770, Danny.
355 days, Johnny. Almost a year to get this one sold, but they started out pretty crazy at 915.
Yeah.
Out in the back, ground floor. It's got all the things you're looking for, though.
I think, dude, some of our
Stucco's.
clientele, like they just go home and they forget about their condo on the market too. Just like when they leave Maui, they don't think about Maui. You know what I mean?
They don't. Not at all.
Yeah. That's how you keep it on there for 355 days. All righty. Little Baldwin Ranch action. So this is 4.26 acres, has been CPR'd. That Baldwin Ranch has been putting out some baller units, man. They're building in there.
Yeah, 1.7.
Got it.
Mahina Surf,
Mahina. Okay. Wow. Scroll
550
up on this
cash.
one. Scroll up on this one. Is this the Kynes one? Yeah. She was kind of flippant with me. I asked if there's any room. Told me
Apparently
about it
there was
being,
room.
yeah, it's reduced 100,000 below the assessed value. Well, there we have it, guys. That brings down the others a notch, in my opinion.
It sure does. Straight on.
Mahina Hina Surf, guys. That's it. If you can handle the fees for a little bit, that's a good buy.
Pineapple Hill, Johnny.
3.85. Man, it still brings the money up there, Pineapple Hill.
Consistent, 130
Yep.
days. One of the most popular neighborhoods over on the
It's
west
it's
side.
because of that view right there, man. That's the top row. And you know, these ones aren't crazy big with acreage. Again, they do make good second homes and regular homes if you don't want to deal with a big parcel, you know?
Yeah, not everyone does. It's a lot of work.
Bro, you got a lot of money. That's it, Danny. Have
That's
yourself a
it.
wonderful day, my brother.
Peace and love. We'll see you on
Yep.
Wednesday.
Ahui ho.